What's up, Stu? How we doing?
I'm good, Jim. How are you?
I am fantastic. I'm going to practice a very bad form right now, okay? And I am walking over to the counter to grab my coffee. Well, I don't think I could stand 30 minutes without coffee.
That's
And
okay.
so
Well,
that's bad
I will.
form on my part.
Well, I will tell you this: I have laid off my caffeine for the
Wow.
last, let's see, 10 days now. No
Yeah.
caffeine,
Yeah.
and I am now calm. Which segue goes right into the article that you wrote today that came out. I really liked it because I will tell you, sometimes I'm not the best at calling someone immediately after buying a big online coaching program. I try to be. I mean, I have an automatic email say, "Hey, Stu's going to call you real quick if you ordered, online coaching." And
Right.
sometimes I don't immediately do that. Um, but I could be better. And I like this article
Oh,
because there's nothing worse than like buying something and then having buyer's regret.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you especially if you spend a bunch of money. And there's nothing worse if you are the actual merchant and people having buyer's regret. I'm gonna tell you a quick story, Stu.
All right, tell me.
So and it's interesting how this stuff turns out. But anyway, I've been following this dude who does these prison workouts. No, I'm not cheating on you, Stu, but the guy's big and bulky and
It's
he
quite all right.
does different stuff. And so he was selling t-shirts and a push-up board, which I've seen these. You've seen those
Oh yeah,
push-up
I've had.
boards like the Swamis use or whatever. You know,
Yep.
it was like
You get
this isn't
different
anything new.
grips.
Yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
Amazon Chinese plastic one. This is like a board. It's made out of wood and it's like C Ray knows what it is. And
I know what you're talking. I've seen them.
anyway, I like the dude, so I wanted to support him. So I bought a push-up board, even though I have two push-ups boards that I got from C Ray and a t-shirt. Didn't get it, hadn't shown up. A lot of things going on. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, where's my crap? Even though I haven't been able to work out for the last 6 weeks for various reasons, I couldn't used it anyway. So there could be a whole cosmic thing here of we don't need Jim getting this thing because he might be tempted to go use it when he's not
Mm.
supposed to be doing anything. Long story short, finally get a notification on Monday that the thing's going to ship. Shopify automatically notified me from his account. Now we're talking 2 months has gone by.
Dang.
Yeah, with no communication. I'd sent 2 emails, no communication, nothing. Didn't know if the guy had gotten locked up again or something. And finally today, I see this post where he on YouTube, he does a YouTube short telling everybody, hey, if you ordered your board, they're coming out if you want to order a new one. His customer, and he was basically talking nasty to anybody who had done a charge. Apparently, he had a bunch of chargebacks and some other stuff. This guy's got a pretty
Mm.
good following. But I'm thinking to myself, this dude needs some customer service 101 as
Yes.
far as online business because I thought about asking for a refund. I thought about, hey, am I waiting too long now to even be able to do any kind of a chargeback? Or am I ever going to get my stuff? And in his mind, I'm sure in his mind, what happened was, hey, I sold out. I'm waiting for a new batch to come in. I'll send them as soon as I get them. And so everybody just needs to chill out. The problem is, it didn't go from his head to my inbox.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where the problem lies. So what we were talking about and what's up, Mary? What's up, Vicky? Um, what was addressed in today's newsletter was perhaps how you might be able to forestall such unintended negative consequences of not actually indoctrinating people or onboarding people appropriately, especially if they've bought something from you that
Yeah.
their money.
And you don't want chargebacks because those suck. You
What
just lose money. It's just like
chargeback
yeah,
cost
you don't make any money and you lose it all. And if you shipped it, you're double lost.
well,
Yeah.
also though, you're out the fees and the chargeback and all, you're out the fees of taking the money, you're out the fees of giving the money back, and then usually there's a penalty for a chargeback
Hmm.
as well. And you get enough of them and you're out of business.
Yeah. You don't want
Other
charge.
than that, there's nothing wrong with a chargeback.
Yeah.
So I've always liked the idea, Stu, not to, maybe we'll use the CALM acronym from the newsletter, or maybe we won't. But Stu, there's an old rule. It came from somewhere, all right, and it's called treat people how you'd,
Like to be treated.
and that goes right along with do unto others before they do unto you, right?
Yeah.
goes with that,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Golden rule.
So I'm going to ask you, and this is, I'm never big on stuff being complicated.
Hmm.
I know in this world that things being complicated is really the thing that is valuable. That's why I laugh when I see customers ask me, "Hey Jim, is it really that simple?" And I say, "Yeah, you just got to do it." And so then they wander off into the wilderness and get attracted by gurus out there that will charge them a bunch of money for stuff, and then it doesn't work. And then they come back to me and they're like, "Hey Jim, it's been a while. And how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, where you been?" And then they tell me they were with so and so charged them $20,000 and it didn't work. And so I'm back. And I'm like, "Well, shit, you could
Wow.
have paid me half that and it would have worked." Okay. So none of this stuff is really complicated. This is not rehearsed. There's no right or wrong answer. But Stu, if you bought something from someone, what is the first thing you would, whether it was to be physically delivered or whether it was to be digitally delivered, what is the first thing you would expect to happen?
I get an email.
Okay.
And it can be an automatic email. It doesn't have to be personally written to me. Just say, hey, thanks. We received your order and just a few details.
Okay.
Even if it's standby for updates on shipping.
Okay. So basically, we got the order. Here's what to expect next. That's simple.
Yep.
That's simple. Even if it was, hey, it's back ordered and we expect it to ship XYZ. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, that might sound super simple, but how many times have you bought something and that didn't happen?
Yeah.
Perfect example, my buddy with the push up board. But is that the exception? Oh, no. So I just bought something. I was on the Instagram, Stu. Shouldn't have been. Shouldn't have been
Yeah.
on the Instagram. I think my algorithm alone could get me thrown in jail or at least a mental institution. And none of you would ever pay attention to me if you ever saw it. I'm just playing. The reason it's weird is because I let my grandson use my phone for 5 minutes and all of a sudden I'm seeing some weird stuff.
Hmm.
I digress. But I saw this ad for a wearable AI note taking device that I thought looked pretty cool. I mean, it actually looks really cool. Watched the video, didn't buy it, but now all of a sudden, you know what happened. Next time I went on anything, I start seeing ads for this thing. All right.
Great system.
So then they hit me with the, hey, if you buy now, I'll give you a discount. So I'm like, okay, cool. And their advertising was great. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, high quality ad, real good ads and stuff. This it's got to be legit. 1,000 reviews, whatever. Even if half of them are from Chinese bots or something, at least something's going on. So I order it on the 5th. Guess what today is?
A week later.
Today's the 12th. I have received zero updates
Mm,
about when it's going to ship. And I even prepaid for a year of the AI note taking translation service thing, and zero updates. All, and when I go in and log into Shopify, it basically says, something like it's got a range on when to expect it that would embarrass a cable guy showing up for when
mm,
he might be there.
mm.
And I'm just thinking to myself, why wouldn't you send even this email to tell me what to expect? And they're saying, how many customers they got and all this other. And if it's true, it's $100 million company that can't send this freaking email. So if the thing doesn't show up in the next week or so, I might be that guy. Not because I don't want the thing, but because what the hell?
Yeah.
So you see how we're actually solving our own problem here. If you want to
Yeah.
really make people happy and create an indoctrination sequence that makes people happy, first thing is to, oh shit, here's what's going to happen. Thanks for the money. Here's
Yeah.
what to expect. And that
That's
should
pretty simple.
happen immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's get really crazy and have kind of an automated follow-up sequence, since this month is all about automated follow-up and all that good stuff. So that's automatically. What do you think the next email ought to be that you send out?
Well, according to your calm method, it is activate a small win. The first one was confirm your decision.
Uh-huh.
Activate a small win. And so what I usually do is after they get my store message, I
Mm-hmm.
send them a message from me, and it's a quick already signatured push a button go, and
Uh-huh.
I attach an ebook to it if they bought the book, and just say, "Hey, book's going to be there in 7 to 10 days. Get started now with the ebook."
Oh, dude, that's
So
smart. Do you ever have some asshole ask for a refund on the book since they got the ebook version and they don't need the book now?
very rarely, but it does happen.
Yeah. And what do you do to those people?
Um, I usually start off with, "Well, you're getting the book anyway. It's already in the mail. So if you want to send it
Right.
back to me, you can send it back to me, and I'll refund you."
Yeah.
And
My immediate reaction is kick, ban, unsubscribe. I mean, that's an asshole right there.
right,
So,
yeah, yeah. I mean, I have done that before as
right,
well, but usually if I just add another layer to the process,
right.
they just keep the book and realize they got a deal.
And then you kick, ban, unsubscribe because they're a jackass. Okay. So small win, some kind of a bonus. That's a very cool bonus. That's a smart way of doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
I really like that. Um, Small win. I always like to think of, and this is one of the things that we baked into the sequence that we have, that the inside of copy and content, we have the several different follow-up genies that help you create follow-up stuff. But a bonus or a time, effort, or money hack. So what's a time, effort, or money hack?
Hmm.
And a hack is basically how to get a result quickly and without the normal pain or expense or something like that. So you might just, based on whatever it is you're helping somebody to do, just tell them, hey, here's a fast way to save some time related to the product. And actually, in my follow-up sequences, I often will include one email that has a time hack, one has that had an efficiency or effort hack, and one that has a money hack. So an example of yours might be a hack. Hey, one of the things that everybody tells you to do is get a TRX, but
Hmm.
a TRX can actually be, I mean, TRXs are not cheap now.
No.
They didn't
Couple
used to
hundred
be.
bucks.
Yeah. For freaking strap.
I know, you can make your own.
Okay, dude, you
You
just
get,
did
like I
it
said, yeah.
right
You
there.
just
You
say,
said,
here,
okay,
here,
so
here's
instead
your
of blowing
DIY.
200 bucks,
DIY.
here's my video on how to make your own DIY TRX using ratchet straps that you can get for 10 bucks at wherever.
Home
Where do you get
Depot.
ratchet? Home
Yeah.
Depot.
Home
Okay.
Depot and PVC pipe for handles.
When I first met you, you remember when I sent you the pictures of the TRX that I made? Here,
Yeah,
I'm living in $1 million house and I refused to pay $200 for a freaking TRX. I made my own.
don't blame you.
And I was so proud of myself of the thing that I made. Now, I since have bought a couple of TRXs,
I
but
do the same thing with sandbags. You know how they buy these canvas sandbags for like
oh,
150 bucks,
the
and then you got to
$150 Go Ruck sandbag.
yeah,
Yeah,
then you have to put sand in it.
right.
I just buy a bag of sand from the hardware store for $5, wrap it up with duct tape, and bag it myself, and now I got my own $5 sandbag.
There's my sandbag. So
Yeah,
you're exactly right, man. Okay.
yeah.
So I can say how I can save you $350 on fitness equipment with stuff that you can buy from Home Depot. Dude, that's good right there. I mean, that's a
I'm
rider downer.
writing it down.
Okay.
My gym pad.
Yeah. I'm going to save you $350 on gym equipment with these two hacks. And the funny thing is that you know the dude that owns TRX, don't you? Don't you know that
Yeah,
dude?
but he sold it. So
Oh, he did?
yeah,
Okay. All right,
yeah.
too bad. I was going to try and
So
get us free TRXs.
yeah.
Um, okay. So now if you bought a book from Stu and then the next day Stu's like, "Hey, in that book, one of the things I talk about is TRX and doing sandbag stuff. Let me save you $350 today with 2 5-minute videos from my YouTube channel."
Mm,
And what's that going to do? It's going to do this, but then it's also going to get them plugged into what? Your YouTube channel.
yeah. Yeah.
So now you're a freaking hero.
Yep.
So then the next email that shows up is, now let me show you how to spend that $350 I saved you.
Yeah. Yeah. Just so happens $350 will get you some online coaching.
Dave says I'm borrowing that one too. There you go. Okay, so now you do that. Now what? Now you read the article, the COM method. What's the
Yeah.
next thing?
Next one is lower uncertainty.
Okay. And how do we do that since you read the article? What would you say would be the next email we would need to send in this Stu Smith soon to be revised follow-up email sequence that we're developing?
Well, here's what you say, Jim.
I'm going to use my own words against
Yeah,
me. Thanks,
like
Stu.
when does it start? How long does it take? What should they prepare for if they miss a session? Where do they log in? How who can help me if I have a question? What result should they expect first? Those are the
Uh-huh.
questions you are answering. So do not
Okay.
confuse mystery with anticipation. Mystery before a purchase can create curiosity. Mystery after a purchase creates support tickets and refunds. That's a Jim Edwards quote right there. You need to keep that. You need to post that one.
Okay. Well, the point of that is, okay, they've bought. Maybe they got the thing, because what is the happiest time that anybody has when they bought something? What is the happiest point of their life when it comes to buying something?
Well, first it's buying it because you get this little high, like
Yep.
when you buy something. Then it's when you receive it, like you get
No,
it
it's
in the
not.
mail. Well, here's for me, like when I order a product and
Okay.
I get it in the mail and
Uh-huh.
I've forgotten all about it,
Uh-huh.
right? And it's like a little Christmas present. I'm
Uh-huh.
like, oh yeah, forgot all about this.
Uh-huh. And then it's not that much fun anymore,
Right? Yeah, it kind of
because then
tails
you
down a little
actually
bit.
have to use it. So the happiest time is from the time you push the button to when it shows up and you have to shoulder the responsibility of actually using it, employing it, following it, learning from it, doing it, whatever. Okay.
True.
The happiest time. So, how can we make it easier for somebody to actually implement it? That's what we're doing here with the time, effort, and money hacks. But what we have to do now in this next stage is to assuage their fears,
Okay.
answer their questions, and make sure that they know they don't have to do it all at once. So, really, what we're doing here is take the responsibility away, or at least get rid of some of the doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. So we do that by answering questions. Hey, at this point, you might be wondering, hey, how am I going to be able to do this? You need to break it down. I mean, I could write your emails for you. Okay. If you want to get results with the thing that you just got, do not look at the entire book. Do not look at the entire month. Do not look at the entire week. Actually, don't even look at the entire day. Just look at the next evolution and get through that evolution, then move on to the next evolution and move on to the next evolution. And if you will just do what I have on that workout for that day, if you will just do the first thing, then do the next thing, not worrying about what's after that, I guarantee you're going to get massive results. And the only thing I ask is you do exactly what I tell you to do and you don't quit. And I have people that have been 500 pounds overweight that have told me that they do that. And I'm going to give you one other tip. Do not look at tomorrow's workout tonight. Let tomorrow take care of itself and let each evolution take care of itself. It'll reduce your stress and it'll massively increase your results. And if you will just do that for me, I will personally guarantee you're going to get better results. Now,
Nice.
hell yeah, dude. I mean, that's like, okay, I can do that. That's pretty good, right? I should
Yes.
just take over your business. You and I should just, I'll just be the marketing officer for Stu Smith International. And that's all we're going to do.
Hey, I'm down, Jim.
We're shutting down copying content. Everybody have a great day. Bye. Click.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and what was the M, Stu?
So yeah, that one you just lowered uncertainty. And in the article, you also tell a story, give a testimonial, behind the scenes note of how everything works, right? Just to like ease that uncertainty. The last one is then move them towards commitment.
Okay. So I think we kind of, interestingly enough, I think that example I gave you actually did some of that.
Oh, I would agree, 100%.
So maybe we
Take a little bit of that and put
take
it
a
into
little bit
the
of that and put it in number 4.
yeah.
And the move towards commitment thing is the part that I said about all the thing
Don't
at the
quit.
end that I
Yeah.
said is that
Be consistent. Don't quit.
it's just show up every day and do the first evolution, which basically the first evolution in most people's workout is go walk for 5 minutes. I mean, it's not, but you know, there have been plenty of
It'll
days
wake you
I
up.
didn't want to work out where I'm like, okay, I'm going to get dressed and I walk out there and I walk for 5 minutes and then it says warm up with the push-up pyramid and the whatever. And it's like, okay, I'll do one push-up. But if you do one push-up, you've started working out and you're
Yeah.
here and you're dressed and you might as well do 2. Then you might as well do 3. And before you know it, you're up to the top of the pyramid. You're feeling good. You're in it. And it's like, let's just get this over. And then AC/DC Back in Black comes on. And then you
Now
get
we're
all
talking.
aggressive and your wife says, hey, turn it down. It's 5:30 in the morning. The neighbors are going to get pissed. And you're like, I don't care. And then it's just a great workout, right?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, I wrote an article about just that moment, Jim, that moment of when you're just dragging into the workout and the warm up changes everything.
Right.
It changes your mind. And when you find that, never stop doing it because
Right.
it will change everything for you.
And here's the lesson is, well, you know, it's about workout. How am I going to use this in my business? Hey, Chuckles, how could you create a warm up in what you're teaching people how to do? How could you create a warm up feeling and that feeling of progression and a little bit of commitment in your book, in your course, in your service, in whatever it is you're doing. It's a universal principle.
Oh yeah. I've seen warm-ups in curricula. Like
Sure.
if there's a curriculum that's teaching a topic, before you even teach the topic, there's like 5 questions that are A, B, C, D, or E, and they're all, you got to draw lines to them. Just a mental warm-up.
Yep.
Yeah. You can do it
Absolutely.
multiple ways.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. So that's implement. And by the way, if you're, where did this calm thing come from? Well, it came from today's newsletter that is delivered free of charge to your email box, as long as you've never been a chucklehead to us and got a kick, ban, unsubscribe.
How'd you come up with the acronym, Jim? Did you use the
Uh,
acronym, Genie?
I
Because there's an
used,
acronym. There's an acronym, Genie. Did
there
you know
is an
that?
acronym, Genie. And yes, I did, because I came up with the steps. And then I was like, okay, I need an acronym to go with this. And so I fed it into the Genie, and it came back with like 4 or 5 different ones. And I like this one, and that's the one I adapted everything to. So yes, I eat
Nicely
my
done.
own cooking.
Nicely
I
done.
would like to show y'all real quick before we wrap this up, the onboarding email Genie, which does exactly, what we just talked about. So the onboarding email Genie, this is for when people buy something. And the cool thing is that you can load your avatar, load your user profile, and load your offer. And then you click build, and it actually will write 11 emails for you.
Mm.
So it writes a welcome email. It writes a thank you email that should be the next one that goes out. Then we got a quick win email. Then we got my story, origin story email. So, especially if you're trying to develop a relationship with people and let them know who you are, you're telling them and your origin story when it comes to this particular thing. Then, optionally, if you want to get them on your social, but it was interesting with yours, we integrated the social and the YouTube right there, and then that second one. Then we give them a cool bonus. Then we have a case study. Then we do a speed hack, an efficiency hack, some additional content, and then a feedback request. So you don't have to use all these, but this will take, I mean, who the hell enjoys writing 11 emails from scratch? Not me. Yeah, I'm raising
No.
my hand. Not me.
No.
So this will get you the first drafts, and then you can mix and match, and you can use the email composer Genie to help you to come up with filler emails or other stuff. Or you could use Genie Chat to say, hey, let me put in all my info about like that story about, let me save you $350 in gym equipment with $10 worth of stuff you can buy from the Home
Yeah.
Depot.
I love it.
And I'll even show you how to do it. I mean, it's kind of gay to sit there and wrap a bag of sand with duct
That is
tape, but I mean,
not.
if you
It's cool.
but if you did it,
They're called sand babies.
do you have a video showing you wrapping the thing in the sand
I have an
stuff?
article showing the process of it. I
Dude,
don't have a video, but I'll make a video of it.
you need to make a video and then speed it up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Oh, absolutely.
it's you do the thing and then it's like
Yeah.
it'd be cool.
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
doing it. I already
I'm
got
just
2
saying.
notes here I'm making.
Cool. So Jonathan asked a couple questions that we can hit and then we'll wrap it up, Stu. Do you recommend it just for purchases or also for free webinars? So we have a very different follow-up sequence that we do with the event promo Genie and with the follow-up and the cart close and stuff. And you will see I'm making some changes with my emails with the promo now. We're going to be doing a promo for the webinar next week. But I've started integrating one of the next webinars that we're doing. I've started integrating little tips, little progressive tips into the actual promo emails. So that we're blurring the line between promo and content and other stuff like that. So it's just little like tidbitty nuggets and stuff. But a free event, you're trying to get people to sign up, show up, and then buy. So it's not the same thing. I wouldn't tell somebody in a follow-up this stuff about saving $350 on gym equipment, unless if they did this, it would make the showing up on the webinar and the buying on the webinar even more inevitable. So I'll give you just a real quick example, because this is highly profitable. Guy that I took a speaker training from over 20 years ago, at the time billed it as the most expensive speaker training in the world. When he spoke for free on stage or at paid events, one of the things he would teach you how to do was he laid out exactly how you could create your own information product quickly, like as a speaker. He would tell you the exact microphone that he used. He would tell you the exact software that he used. He would tell you the exact process he went through to record it and to plan it, record it, publish it, and have it ready to print or to sell. Because if you knew how to do that, you then had a product that you could sell at the back of the room when you spoke. And now that you knew how easy it was to create a product to sell at the back of the room when you spoke, what did that create a need for? You to take his speaking course on how to sell from the stage and how to get as many speaking gigs as you could ever hope to have. So that's real advanced technique, okay? The other question Jonathan asks, how do you distinguish between effective follow-up that reduces uncertainty and follow-up that ends up over-communicating and overwhelming the customer? Real simple. Common sense.
Keep it short.
And keep it simple, and pay attention to the reaction you get from people. That's how you do it. So don't overthink it. All right.
I would rather have too much info than zero info. After a purchase, I'd rather have 4 emails in my inbox than 0.
Up to a point, yes.
Yeah.
But then after the first day, I don't want 4 emails a day.
Oh, no.
So what signs indicate that Calm is generating genuine engagement and not just more messages? Whether people react and do what you tell them to do or not, and whether it has real value in it. And if you look at most of the emails that people send, they have 0 value. So it's a cotton candy or a popcorn fart. There's nothing there. So that's something to keep in mind. So and again, it comes down to how do people react. I laugh because, especially 20 years ago when we were really getting in our groove with this stuff, Susan and I would say, whenever we released a product or a book or anything, we'd say, okay, let's get ready for the onslaught of questions so that we can answer them as fast as possible, so that we can add them to the product or put them on an FAQ so that people stop asking.
Smart.
And that we can, fill in the value. So cool. All right, Jonathan, I look forward to seeing you at IMC as well. Dave, you're welcome. Great stuff. Vicky, thank you. All right, cool. Well, Stu, if they want to get in shape and find out how to have amazing wins and commit to just showing up every day and doing what you tell them to do, where should they go?
StuSmithFitness.com.
And a Jim Edwards subsidiary. I'm just playing. I wanted to try that on. I'm just playing. And if you're not a member at CopyandContent.ai yet, you should be. And if you are, thank you. And we will definitely see you tomorrow on the Thursday workshop, and we'll see you next week for our weekly workshop. Everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.